Hi there, for today's video we are going to be reading Leap Year Birthday. Before we begin reading, I would like for you to make your prediction, use the cover, the title, Leap Year Birthday, and what you know about leap year. Okay? Alright, a few more time for prediction. Just go ahead and pause the video. But remember, this is a realistic fiction story, so I want you to pay attention to the characters, the setting, if there is a problem, if there's a resolution, okay? And the different events that happen. Alright, let's go ahead and start reading. Leroy was a time traveler. That's what he told himself, at least. He was in 2nd grade, but he told himself he was only 2 years old. Today was his birthday, February 29th, otherwise known as Leap Day. That day came once every 4 years, though. As far as Leroy was concerned, that meant he only had a real birthday once every 4 years. To Leroy, most of his 8 years were just pretend years. So let's keep reading. He didn't understand why February 29th couldn't happen each year like the other 365 days. So much time had passed since his real birthday. No one remembered this one, not even his mother. So, I guess in February 2016, that was leap year. Leroy wondered about all those other leap day people. Were they time travelers too? Is he actually a time traveler, or is that what he just likes to call himself? That's just what he likes to call himself. He's not really a time traveler. There had to be some explanation for people like him. Mom, do we have a book about time travel? Leroy asked. What do you think his mom's going to say? Let's keep reading to see. Sorry, Leroy, Mom said, but the library might. Let's go see. Where are they going? What's the setting? The library. Is that actually a real place in today's world? It is. The librarian asked Leroy's mother to pretend she was the sun and Leroy to play Planet Earth. Why do you think the librarian is telling Leroy and his mother that? Do you think she's going to try to explain time travel, maybe? Let's read to find out. Next, she told him to spin like a top while she was circling his mom. Every time you complete a spin, 1 day passes, the librarian told Leroy. You also move a little bit in a big loop around the sun, the librarian said. 1 full loop is 1 year. That's 365 spins or days on your journey. Do you think he's getting a little bit dizzy by spinning so much? Probably. Over time, people figured out that a year was not exactly 365 days, the librarian explained. To complete a full year, you have to spend a little bit more. You need an extra quarter of a turn, or 6 hours every year. In 4 years, that adds up to 1 full extra day, a special year with 366 days. Calendars would not work without leap years, she added. In 100 years, summer would start almost a month later. So right here he's doing some math. This is his little thinking bubble where what he's thinking about. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 24 hours. 24 hours equals 1 day. So right here on this page, the librarian's explaining why we have leap year. Why are they called leap years? Leroy asked. Before I read, what is your prediction? Why do we call leap years leap years? All right, let's keep reading. The librarian smiled. Say New Year's Eve was Sunday last year. Usually that means it would be Monday this year. But in a leap year, it would be Tuesday. It would skip or leap ahead a full day. Leroy laughed in amazement. He finally understood. Did I skip a page now? When he returned home from the library, Leroy's friends sprang out at him. "Happy birthday!" they shouted. They hadn't forgotten, and neither had Mom. They just wanted to surprise him. That's a nice surprise. Mom brought out a cake with 8 candles. 6 were blue and 2 were red, Leroy's favorite color, for his special leap year birthdays. So the 2 are for the 2 leap years. He's actually had a birthday. "When you were born, my heart leaped for joy," Mom said. So she's having a little memory of when he was born. Mom beamed at Leroy like the sun beams at the earth. Leroy beamed back. So they're smiling and just having a wonderful time. They're just so happy right now. Okay, here's the glossary. It's a text feature. Let's go to the beginning of the book and talk about the story. Okay, so Leap Year Birthday is a realistic fiction story. The characters in the story were acting like people. The setting were those real places. His home, the library. Are those real places in today's world? Yeah. And the different events that happen throughout the story to the characters. Could those really happen to someone? They can. I know leap year might seem a little confusing, but it's an actual thing. It happens every 4 years. And so the leap year day is February 29th. Last year was our leap year. It was February 29th, 2020. Okay? So this year, we just had 28 days in February. We won't have another leap year for another 2 more years after this. So this story might seem a little confusing. You're like, I don't really understand it. Or maybe you do understand leap year. It's actually a thing, so it's not made up. All right? So the next thing I want to talk about is author's purpose. We've been learning about that, and I want you to take a moment and think, okay, what was the author's purpose for writing Leap Year Birthday? Was it to persuade, inform, or entertain? Little review. Persuade is when the author is trying to get you to do, try, or believe something. They're trying to convince you. Inform is whenever the author is trying to teach you something, real information about a topic. You get facts, real information. And then entertain is whenever the author is hoping you'll just enjoy the story, maybe even laugh. Okay? So go ahead and take a moment and think about it. What was the author's purpose? All right, if you need more time, just pause the video, but what do you think? What was the author's purpose for the story? It was to entertain. Good. Why was it to entertain? Well, because was the author trying to get us to do, try, believe something? No. Was the author giving us information? Yeah, the author was giving us information about leap year. It was more in a story. It was more, the author was giving us information, but more in an entertaining way. I think the author was just trying to make us kind of enjoy and laugh at Leroy's little story and how he said he was a time traveler and just his way of figuring out what does leap year actually mean. So the story does give you information about leap year, a little bit of information, but it's also very entertaining, just kind of learning about what leap year is, but also just learning about his little story. So I hope you enjoyed today's little read aloud, Leap Year Birthday, and remember, realistic fiction is what? It's a story that is made up, but it actually could happen, okay? All right.